recently there have been a lot of what Linda McMahon calls efficiencies in the WWE, and as well as over in TNA with Jarrett and Carter, P.D. Williams, Sanjay Dutt, Jimmy Rave, Paul London, and the list goes on and on. Especially D'Lo Brown. I've heard he may have an appearance over there at Ring of Honor. Any of these guys we'll see over there at Ring of Honor?
Well, we did have D'Lo Brown.
Right.
We had him in Florida, and he'll be coming to Ring of Honor for a few shows. I've spoken to a few of the names you've mentioned, but there's not anything concrete yet. But yes, we're always naturally some of the better people that are released or go out of just are making changes. We like to talk to, and we do talk to, and you will be seeing some surprises, and some additions in the next few months.
Ric Flair, staying on this a little bit, Ric Flair is going to be doing a partnership with Ring of Honor, signing some autographs and things like that. How'd that come about?
Well, how can you not? How can you turn down Ric Flair if the deal is right?
Right.
And we wanted to have Ric Flair for a while, and the terms weren't right, but we spoke with his people, and he'll be with us in St. Louis on coming right up, man, March 13th in Collinsville, right outside of St. Louis at the Gateway Center, and he'll be with us for a number of shows after that. The dates aren't firmed up yet, but it's going to be interesting because I could promise it's not just going to be an autograph deal. There's going to be some stuff happening with Ric Flair, and just to have we've had a lot of legends over the years.
Right.
From we had Jim Cornette for a number of shows, Bobby the Brain Heenan, Terry Funk, Dusty Rhodes, Bruno Sammartino.
Mm-hmm.
The list goes. The Midnight Express. The list goes. I'm leaving a lot of good names out here. The list goes on and on. And Bill Watts, Ricky Steamboat. Steamboat was with us for 8 shows.
Wow.
Not to mention Foley,
Mm-hmm.
for like a half dozen shows or more. And now to add Ric Flair, to the Ring of Honor, I love it. So we're very excited. So March 13th, Collinsville, right outside of St. Louis, will be Flair's first appearance. In
your opinion, adding Ric Flair to this, not adding him to your promotion, but for him supporting it the way he will be doing it, is this in your mind making you feel like this indie promotion that you once had is now more mainstream?
I think we're pretty mainstream right now. Not mainstream, but we're certainly not an indie promotion.
Right.
We've been to Japan twice. We've been to the UK twice. We've done live shows in 15 states. I may have the number wrong. It might be 14 or 16, but we've been to, and not to mention Canada, a number of times, and we'll be in Canada in April in Montreal and Toronto. We are not an indie promotion, and we've been doing the pay-per-views that are available on all the cable outlets, as well as now DirecTV and the Dish Network and the cable system in Canada for over a year and a half. And now with the HDNet TV deal, I definitely feel like we're a real promotion, and we'll see what happens over the next few months. We're
talking to Cary Silkin, owner of Ring of Honor, right here on OWW Radio. The next Ring of Honor pay-per-view is called Cage Collision. I don't think there's a date announced for this yet. You have any idea when that is?
Yes, I don't have the right date in front of me, but it's in I believe it's like April 15th or April 12th or April 17th. It's in the middle of April. It was filmed. We taped it in Chicago a few weeks ago. Hell of a match, featuring Sweeney's team in this crazy cage match. It's wild, and it's an excellent pay-per-view, and any wrestling fan would enjoy this.
All right. You guys also have a wrestling academy right there near the offices out there in Bristol. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the Wrestling Academy runs full-time. Anyone who's interested in it's probably the easiest way if you're a student and you're like, you'd like to wrestle for Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor is a tough place to wrestle, and there's a lot of guys out there that would like to get to Ring of Honor. But if you become a student, you have a good chance at least to get into some student matches on a Ring of Honor show, and you're gonna really learn a lot. It's an excellent school. You can, if anyone's interested, they can email ROH Help, like ROHHELP at AOL for information. But it's about 30 minutes outside of Philadelphia, and if you want to learn to wrestle, it's a great place to go.
One quick question still involving Canada and the wrestling fans there. Are they any different? I know you have 2 shows coming up in Canada. Are the fans any different there in Canada than here in the States?
I don't know how different they are. They're very enthusiastic. The Canadian crowds, we made our debut in Montreal, which was predominantly French speaking, and the people were awesome, and they love wrestling. And Toronto is a great wrestling city. They've had some of those biggest crowds ever at the Sky Dome. I forget if it was a WrestleMania or a SummerSlam or something, but a couple of them, like 60,000, 70,000 people. And yeah, they love Ring of Honor in Canada. Are they that much different? I don't really think they're that much different. They're just good fans. Where are you guys from?
We're actually from the States. I broadcast out of Los Angeles, California, but
okay.
We have listeners everywhere that are listening.